is Matt Cusack. I'm the head ranger up here at Hindhead in the Devil's Punch Bowl, and what we're here doing is reunifying the heath between Hindhead and the Devil's Punch Bowl. We've got 1,600 acres of heathland here, all the rare birds and invertebrates and reptiles that go with that, and what we're trying to do is unify one side of the road, the old A3, with the other side of the A3, in order to allow those animals, if you like, to migrate between the two sides. As populations they've probably never ever touched in the last 200 years.
A rare sight in the British countryside. Hundreds of baby sand lizards released back into the UK's wildlands. Almost 400 of Britain's biggest and rarest lizards have been reintroduced to sites around England and Wales in the hope of saving the species from extinction. Once a common sight in parts of Britain, the shy creature has disappeared in some areas due to a devastating loss of its favoured habitat, sand dunes or heathland. Crispin Scott from the National Trust is confident that these new residents will thrive.
What we've tried to do is recreate the heathland conditions for the fauna and flora to thrive again. And a lot of the species have started to come back. So we've had silver-studded blue butterflies doing quite well, and birds like the Dartford warbler and emperor dragonflies and the like. But of course all those species fly and the sand lizards don't, so they need much more of a helping hand, and we've had to work quite hard to make sure we've got the conditions right for them to thrive before we actually reintroduce them.
At just 2 inches long, the sand lizards look like a species in decline, but now residing in reptile-friendly areas in Surrey, Dorset and Mid-Wales. The only ones worried over their survival are the snails and insects who feature at the top of lizard menus.
Working as part-time project manager with my colleague Denise. We are working on a heritage lottery project, helping 6 schools work together to create some sculptural pieces that are an interpretation of what they feel the landscape and the heritage means to them.
Hi, I'm Denise McCulloch. I'm project manager for the A3D Creative Legacy, orchestrating 6 schools with Sonia Percival to ensure that we have a lasting legacy sculpture at the Devil's Punch Bowl in March 2013.
A project to restore the countryside around the old A3 in Surrey.
The legacy sculpture will contrast with the functional sculptural pieces produced by the individual schools with Ruth. Me, John Edgar, will be working with the inter-school group of 6 schools on a sculpture that was decided on the 13th of October must be a contrast to the materials in the school sculptures, which will be made of wood. It needs to be large enough for people to walk around. It needs to last a long time. It needs to have little maintenance issues. and to be made of quite simple materials of a visual and durable quality. I'll be working with the team, the inter-school team, for encouraging them to enthuse about what interests them in Hindhead and the Devil's Punch Bowl, and to find out how those ideas will seep into their own thoughts and their own small carvings. It's been decided now that we will work with stone. Day 4, this head had emerged on the corner on the 3rd day. This one here, quite a dark image there. It immediately made me think of the Sailor's Stone murder with those two figures, and almost another sort of shady big figure behind. Okay, day 4. There's some images starting to come on the block. Just subdividing all these forms up in quite a random way. Day 10. Forms starting to split up. A few of the paint marks from the children's workshop still visible. The two Sailor Stone sort of heads still up there top left, but will probably disappear fairly shortly. So lots of abstract marks that will just help. Cold morning, it's about -4 with the wind chill, and stone cold. There we go, and it's down. You're now looking at what will be the base of the stone. Right, we've levelled up the base now, and we're going to re-sling this block. Okay, we're now dragging this into place on the... That's it. So it's getting up onto its base. Forms are starting to show now. So this is the final attitude of the block, but obviously a lot of carving still to go. Right, we're just straightening the sleepers up now. Job is done.
Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out. Yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop.